Welcome back to the Surround Sound Podcast. I am your host, All Hunter Jr., the truth and not a rumor, and we are inside entertainment news. Once again, that was a double play by my guy, Fabulous. That Soul Tape 3 joint, man. I only gave it a good 2 listens the first time I heard it, and then for some reason I went back and listened to it the third time, and it's like it was great. It was a super dope joint, especially that joint with Jada. Ugh. Anyway, entertainment news. Celebrity in sports, birthdays, anniversaries, and deaths. One time to Martin Landau and his family. Also George Romero, a couple of actors that, well, not just actors, a couple of people from Hollywood that have passed on, and our hearts and minds are with him, those two men and their families. First up, David Hasselhoff. Many people know David from Baywatch. However, the real ones know him from Knight Rider. That is my guy. Him and Kit. Yes, Troy. Troy's pointing at me like, yes. Him and Kit, we would click tight. Also, a big shout out and happy birthday to Luke Bryan of country music fame. Priyanka Chopra. If you have just Google a picture of Priyanka Chopra, prettiest thing you ever did see. Big shout out on her birthday to MIA. Of hip-hop fame. Justin Bieber also. MMA fighter John Jones. And most notably, Nelson Mandela. They all will have birthdays this week. Now, as I alluded to on the starting lineup, the Bachelorette. The Bachelorette has gotten my attention. Most probably because it had a pretty lady. Of course, it was supposed to be a pretty lady. But this is like a really, really, really pretty lady. She reminds me of Robin Givens. Everybody think I'm crazy for saying that. But, hey, that's who she reminds me of. And I've been watching the show. The show is actually kind of cool in a weird, you kiss 3 other dudes before you kiss me kind of way. I don't know. But it's kind of cool to me. They're down to the last 3. I think that's what, Eric, Alex, and Brian. I'm Team Eric. However, everyone is saying a source told me that Brian will be the winner. I could see this happening because one, Alex has told Rachel that he may or may not propose to her at the end of the show if he was to win. Okay, and she's ready to get a fiance. She's ready to get married. I understand. Eric says he's never been in love. So once he gets to that end point, he might not know what to do with it anyway. And then there's Brian. She's had a great time with Brian. Brian is from Miami. On this past week's show, they had a great time on Calle Ocho, which is 8th Street. Down in Miami, they just had a great, wonderful time. Hey, if that's what happens, hey, you heard it here first. Anyway, moving on. Migos. Migos, if you don't know, is a rap group based out of Atlanta, trap music. They've done something outstanding. They almost have 10% of the top 100 songs in America right now, according to Billboard. I think that is extremely awesome, especially coming off of the little fiasco that they had with Joe Budden. They literally have 9 songs in the top 100, either their own songs or they're featured on a song. I think that's just absolutely amazing. I've never heard or seen anything like that. But they got 9 songs in the top 100 on Billboard. That's super dope. Lastly, number 4, O.J. Simpson. You're saying to yourself right now, why isn't O.J. in the NFL section? Why is he in entertainment? Because O.J. Simpson, there's a rap lyric from Jay-Z. He says, "I'm not black, I'm O.J." O.J. is not a football player. He's O.J. He's his own separate entity. Even so much so that O.J. Simpson is eligible for parole and will have a hearing this week. The hearing will be televised. The hearing will be on Thursday, July 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific time in a pool broadcast that will be aired on several networks, including ESPN. It's incredible. The whole OJ thing is just freaking incredible to me. The dude, he had to try the century in the 90s. So I guess he's going to have the parole hearing of the century in the 2000s. Anyway, you hear the music. That's Jay-Z, the story of O.J. Simpson. Dope joint, man. 444.